So this Project Soapway series has been a little bit confusing for me. A, because we've had 6 winners and we normally have 3 for one challenge. And 2, because of those 6 winners, 3 of them have won multiples and I've known for, a long time. And the other 3 are brand new first time winners of Project Soapway, but it doesn't stop there. Because Elena, she's a combat veteran, right? But Amber, her husband is also in the military. But then also with Amber, this was like her 6th or 7th batch of soap, right? But then with today's winner, this is like her 5th batch of soap. And so in my head, all of you ran together this time in one big mass of humans that I love. You're just all in my head as one big hug, and I appreciate that. But we have the 6th and final winner for the Holiday Soaps Challenge today. And I'm very excited to talk to you about her, and I'm going to do that in just a minute. But before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things, and you are here for day 23 of 31 days of Soapmas and the final winner of the Project Soapway Holiday Challenge. And today's winner is the Nerdy Leopard, and she's delightful. Can I just say, just right off the bat, Becca, my God, you and me, we're lobsters. We're gonna be that. You know what I mean? Because you are awesome. Becca is well, she's living in Colorado. I'm going to assume that she's from Colorado, but she's also done, so that's like me, hi, Colorado girl, but she's also done a lot of things that are very similar to me in, her life. And so it's cool right off the bat with all of that. But with the letter that she sent me, she's like, I'm awkward and I'm in the Discord and I don't talk to people a whole lot. So first up, Sudsers, everybody, go love Becca, go give the Nerdy Leopard all of the love in the Discord and, in this video and all the things, obviously, because she's one of those people who can be a little bit shy. And so I think you should definitely, go give her all the love and make sure that she knows that she can sit at our table and we're not actually mean girls, But this soap is absolutely stunning. It is such a fun soap. I can't even with this. I did not save the best for last. But this one is super cool. We've had multiple Sudsers working with animals. That's another thing where they all sort of ended up running together. And for her 5th-ish batch of soap, she nailed it. So let's go see how Becca managed to do all of this and create such a stunning, stunning bar of soap. Now in her footage. Let's go there. Okay, so much to say about the Nerdy Leopard, our friend Becca. And one of the things is the little day one embeds, title that you saw on that. Becca did that. She did a little bit of an edit for this and gave me a nice little video to put together and, to work off of. And I super appreciate that. So already I was like, +1 for the good guys. I love that because I really enjoy when some of the Sudsers get into the editing process, like, Here on Waters did yesterday. That days all run together. Yeah, it was yesterday. And so I like it because I learn stuff, different angles and different minds, sort of working with the footage. And I like it. I learn a lot from you just by watching the stuff that you've chosen to leave in and keep out and all the jazz. And so, yes, Becca, the Nerdy Leopard, she has been a Sudser for about 1.5 years. She has one of those day job things. She's a Coloradan. Like, these are all the reasons why I love her, like, and we're going to become the best of friends, and she has to sit at my table, and we wear pink, but we're the nice girls, not the mean girl. Anyway, so yeah, she's been a sudser for about 1.5 years. She has a day job working with animals. So she actually works in a wildlife sanctuary in Colorado, has been doing that for a very long time. And she works with large animals. And that's really fun. I actually didn't know that was a thing in Colorado. Like, I had no idea we had wildlife sanctuaries. But for those of you who may not know, I was born and raised in Colorado, and I've been to every little piece of that state because we loved doing all the driving around on the weekends and learning all the new stuff. And we never did make it to an animal sanctuary, so that's cool. Looked it up, and there are a couple, turns out, in Colorado that have been around for a really long time. So animals, I guess, were just never a big focus in my family to go to sanctuaries and stuff. But it sounds like a really fascinating job, but also a heartbreaking job, and I super understand that because she's working with a nonprofit. You're going to be dealing with a lot of, well, in a sanctuary, you're dealing with a lot of cases wherein your animals may have been abused and mistreated and all of the jazz, and that can be really difficult, which she did mention in the note that she sent to the soap mod to get to me. And she said that she actually started the soap making thing as a hobby to deal with the compassion fatigue that she experiences as a result of her job. And as soon as I saw that term, compassion fatigue, I went, yep, we are supposed to be besties. Why are we not? Why don't I know all of the things about you already? Why aren't you, one of my people? And the reason why is because she's the shy kid. So everybody, make sure that you talk to her in Discord and be like, hey, Leopard, come sit at our table, because she actually described herself as the awkward kid on the playground that's just playing with the cat in the corner and really hoping that somebody will come up and be like, hey, I like animals too. And my heart broke and swelled in equal parts when I heard that, because I'm like, oh my gosh, me too. Like, not with the whole I love animals type thing, but just wanting somebody who shares an interest in the things that I share an interest in, and just wanting to have, a person, because it'd be rough in these streets, But anyway, point is, she is with friends and family in the Sudser community. So yeah, definitely make sure that you're always saving a seat at your table for the Nerdy Leopard. And yeah, so she took up soap making as a hobby because she was needing some sort of therapy for everything going on with her job and all of the jazz. And she didn't find us because she was seeking out soap intentionally. She actually found us because she was searching YouTube for polymer clay tutorials, and I came up because I've got clay and tutorials, and she was fascinated with the soap making process, which I get, because it's a very beautiful thing. It absolutely is. There is such a high level of artistry that goes into the soap making process, but there's also a high level of organization required, of planning and execution, of science. And so she's like, these actually tick all of my boxes. They scratch my itch, and I want to do this instead of polymer clay. And so I love that. And so she became a sudser and started binge watching all the things at that moment, which I love for all of us, really. And she decided to maybe start working on her business thing. And then she had some, I don't know if I would necessarily call them setbacks, but one is very sad. She has her mom going through some stuff, and so she's having to help her mom out more and more right now. And so it's a very rewarding experience, certainly, to help out your parents when they hit the point in life where they need that. But it's also heartbreaking, and I know so many of you guys get that it can be both. And also, though, for something that is most certainly not what I would call a setback, but very, very joyful news, she became a mom recently, and she became a mom later in life. And, the later years are, according to the doctors, anytime after 35, they consider that a geriatric pregnancy, which I still think is so ridiculous. That's a terrible word. I wonder if they've ever actually changed that term, but I remember growing up, everybody would say, don't have kids after 35 because you're too old. And it's like, oh my God, that's gross. Anyway, she had a kid after the age of 40, so she's got a new squish, and that's amazing. That's so fun. I love that. It's got to be really, really challenging though, because working a job and being 40 years into life without a child and now becoming a parent, wild transition. Wild transition, especially while you're also helping with your parent. Now, this is all of the embeds that she's doing. So, everything that we've seen with all of that leads up to this. So, she was making all kinds of things at the exact same time. So, she had a red and white stripe going on that will become the fox's ears. Aren't those super adorable? And then she has all of the other pieces that will be used to stack into the molds for the rest of the fox shape. And so, the head and the eyeballs and the nose and, the things that animals have. And so let's go check out the main pour and the build of all of these beautiful, this massive prep work that took her a very, very long time, and see what we come up with all of it. So on to the pour. So this would be considered a day 2, and she has a green and she has 2-color green swirl up there for one side of the fox ears, and a red and white, and I have no idea what that says. No idea. Zoomed it in big. I think I saw orange. Maybe saw orange cranberry. I have no clue. No idea. And so again, one fox ear will be green swirled, and the other fox ear will be red and white swirled. Very cute. And she is interestingly putting her scent blend directly into her oils before she's put her lye in, and before she's going to start working to her emulsion. And so I find that interesting. That's definitely a choice. I know a lot of people like to put their scent in at the very end or right after they've hit an emulsion, but she's going full ham with all of this, and she's going to take that stick blender to oils that also have the scent in. So I'm going to assume that she knew what the scent was going to do, that she's used it in soap before, but perhaps not, because I'm pretty sure she said in this footage that this is kind of a new, she hasn't made a whole bunch of soap, yet. So I love that. But again, congratulations to the baby thing of going back to all of that. Everybody wish her all of the congratulations. And yeah, that's totally tough. And what else about the Nerdy Leopard that I love? It's a beautiful batter, isn't it? It's lovely. I dig that. So it's a nice consistency there that will allow her to put all of these embeds and everything in without them wandering too terribly much and having to move them around a lot. Like, JJ, when she had to get her fingers all up in the soap. Still pretty sure she licked it. But yeah, so the Nerdy Leopard, so she is just like me. I've decided we're like split aparts, because I'm going to assume from Colorado, but she also mentioned in her footage that she has lived in Colorado, California, and Washington. And I'm like, hey, me too with that thing. It's super awesome. And here's her scraping tool, and she scrapes this so long, so lovingly. She just continues on with it over and over again. It's absolutely gorgeous. You're going to get a lot of weird jump cuts with all of this, because she had to keep going down and making sure that her lines were good, and so her head was all up in the shot. And that's fine if your head's in the shot. That's fine if you're fine with it, your head being left in the shot. But every time I notice my head in the shot, I'm like, I don't need you to see that, and so I cut it out. So I cut it out with her also as the point. So this looks like it's going to be the nose portion there. Yep. Right in the crevasse that she made. And then this is interesting that she's going to be working with essentially a second batch of soap and get ready for the beautiful orangey color of the fox, which I love. I mean, I'm sure I probably said it already, but as soon as I saw this soap come through for the Project Soapway submission, Taylor Swift's Out of the Woods started playing in my head, because they are the hunters, we are the foxes, and we run. And I thought it was perfect for that. The jury, they thought it was perfect for the holiday soap, though, because it's, this is good. It's a fox, and it's very. I wanted to pick it for Taylor Swift, and they reminded me that was not the brief. By the way, I honestly think if I made the brief, hey, make a Taylor Swift soap, not a single sudser would actually submit. They'd be like, you know what? We deal with this. Then that's it. We deal with you with the Taylor Swift thing. But we can't, we're not going to do that. So, so the Nerdy Leopard, she says that she's awkward. She really imagines her whole life is just around animals. She loves animals oh so very much. She relates to them harder than she relates to people. And I get that, relating to different things and having a feeling of, I don't know, not feeling like you quite fit in. I've always really kind of got that and mask really well, out in the world. Like I've gotten to the point the older I get where it's like, I'm not trying to fit in. I'm just being my most authentic self, and don't ever assume that people don't like me, because why wouldn't you? I'm fun. And it takes people by surprise most of the time, but I haven't been, very rarely been proven wrong. I've learned that one of the best things that you can do is, even if it's masking, just go out there and be like, hey, how's it going? We're the best friends. And, be fine with it. So I do get that with her. Oh, yes, it does say here, she's only made 5 loaves. 5 loaves. 5 loaves. She decided that this soap should be called This Actually Worked, because she was totally experimenting. She had an idea in her mind, and she likes all the artistry and the designing and everything, but didn't know if it was actually going to, work, which is why she said that it should be called that. And hey, This Actually Worked is cool, but I'm just saying, Out of the Woods, it's a cool title too. That could work, just if you're looking for ideas. But yes, this particular soap she conceptualized this, but hadn't done anything in practice like this, because she's only made, again, like 5 loaves. And she's loved being in the Discord and seeing everybody's, different conversations, different soapy knowledge, all of the skills and business building and all the jazz come about, which I love. I love our community so freaking much, because everybody is so good at doing just that and assisting with things and others and all of their journeys, because we all bring different skill sets to the table. And that's important. And one of the things that I've loved so much about the Sudsers is that I don't believe there's any sort of there's any sort of pecking order. We don't approach our soapy conversations with, well, I've been doing this forever, and so this is what it should be. And also, nobody just cedes ground to me and just assumes that I must know the most because I own the server. Well, that's not the case at all. I've said in all of these videos, I learned so much from the Sudsers all of the time. Different, because of the different things that they're interested in. I have Miss A who she does coconut oil free soaps all of the time. And so as a result, I've learned really important things from her as far as where to source coconut oil free products and materials. That's important. These are things that I haven't spent a lot of time doing because I don't need to. I use coconut oil. But when I do need to make a coconut oil free product, I know where I can get, a certain, like an emulsifying wax or something that does not contain coconut oil within it. And so that's important. I love it. And we all do that and treat each other with kindness. And she has noticed it. Becca's noticed it. So well done, everybody. Like, congratulations on being awesome. I knew it all along, but she did tell me about it, and she wanted to thank the Sudsers. And so I'm passing along that note. Okay, now on to the cut of this, and it's absolutely gorgeous already. I love everything about it. All of her lines that she put on the mold. I don't know that I talked about it, but she had markers on her mold originally, and then throughout the course of the pour, I think I lost them. I don't think they were there anymore. So she did a good job putting all of the ears. Yes, ears. That's the word I'm looking for. Where they go, so they don't get cut through. Looks like, but we're gonna find out if that's actually the case right now and see if any of these poor little ears get cut through. And I'm loving, oh, it's so beautiful. That orange is so gorgeous. I love that so much. And I really like this. It's very beautiful color palette with the red and the white and the green and the orange. Absolutely stunning. It's so bright. It's so Christmassy. It really is very it's perfect for the holiday season. It's bright and it's happy and it makes me smile. Outside of it, look, reminding me of Taylor Swift, because that's just a given. Everything reminds me of Taylor Swift. But the Nerdy Leopard and her amazing soap when she's totally going to come sit with me at the table, the cool kids table, all the time from now on. Look at this. Look at this. Everybody tell her what an amazing job she did. That is stunning. 10 out of 10. Did I mention that she'd only done like 5 soaps, 5 loaves before this? That's amazing. Congratulations, Becca. And there it is, the Nerdy Leopard and an amazing fox soap. I love everything about this. It is so gorgeous. I love how she swapped out the colors of the ears. I love her thought process for actually creating the fox in and of itself. All of her scraping, so on point. It was all absolutely gorgeous. I'm so proud of her. You did such a great job, Becca. Congratulations on your win. Everybody else, go give Becca all of the love. Go tell her that you love her in the Discord and here and all the things. She's working on socials and stuff. You know, obviously, not everybody is expected to be a business to participate in Project Soapway. Not everybody has their socials up or has them down for some reason, you know, like whatever reason they need to take a break. And that's always fine. So it's not a requirement. So you can show her all of the support and love here. And then as soon as anything else happens wherein we can support her in other ways, I let you know and we go do that too. That's the thing. So thank you, Becca, for submitting. Thank you to everybody who submitted for Project Soapway holiday soaps. I love this time of the year. You can probably tell my energy is starting to get pretty weird because Christmas is my favorite. Santa's coming very soon. So he's not here yet. I'm still going to go. Have a lot left to do before all of the fun. You know, we've been having fun, but then there's the fun. You get it. But I will be back tomorrow. We're going to be doing a holiday packaging and I'm working with different angles and I don't know how that's all going to work out. But if you're interested in that, subscribe and notify so you know when I drop that video on Christmas Eve because I'm doing that. But I will see you guys all again for that tomorrow for another round of 31 Days of Soapmas, not Project Soapway, soapy fun. Bye.